some just nicks and bruises on my wrist. Been having problems with it the past 2 years, and so wanted to get it done before this next season. Really just trying to be prepared for a better season.
So since you've been with the Browns, that's been an issue?
I mean, even in college a little, I kind of like re-aggravated it last game against Ravens, and so I just thought it'd be the best thing to do since the season's over, and I want to have a dominant season next year. I thought it'd be the best idea to just get it done, clean it up, and move on.
What was wrong? What was actually wrong with it?
So I had some bone fragments in there.
Okay.
Had a big chunk in there, and then they just went in, cleaned it out. Dr. Malone did a great job, and I'm already back, got the cast off, and slowly getting back to lifting and mobility. So.
When did you have that surgery?
At the end of January.
Okay.
Hey, so have you talked to Greg Williams at all?
Yeah, I talked to him and basically the whole defensive staff.
Yeah.
Coach Clyde, he's a good guy too. But yeah, I mean, those guys seem really just amped up to get started with us. They're really gonna, I can tell they're gonna really demand a lot from us. So I'm excited for it. It'll be fun.
I know Greg's used the 4-3 lately. Has he said that's what he's going to do, and how would that affect your role going from straight up nose to, I guess, 4-3 tackle?
He hasn't really said anything. I just told him that I'd be ready for anything. He said, be ready to just get after it this season. So I'm excited for it.
Did you meet him in person?
Yeah, so I met all of them in person.
Would that transition be okay? Going from 3-4 to 4-3 for you?
Yeah, I mean, done it in college and done it a few times last year, and so I'm excited to just get in and get to work with these guys.
What was your first impression of Greg as a personality?
He's like a super serious coach, but at the same time, I can tell he has a lot of passion for the game, and he wants the best out of all of us.
Hey, now that it's off season, you've had time to kind of reflect. I know we asked you a bunch during the season, but now that you kind of can look back, what do you think really helped you improve from rookie season to last year?
Really, I think just the guys that I worked with, going off of last year's, the staff before last year, Coach Weaver, him, just talking me up in the off season, and giving me some advice, and then working with the new coaches and actually training with Master Joe Kim. He did a really good job with just helping me as far as mobility, flexibility, and trying to get more of a dominating mentality out of me. And so just working with those guys and my teammates as well. Just having the opportunity to play with those guys, I feel like it's just helped me grow as a player, and it's continuing to help me as a player.
What did you do on game day better, and were you the player that you want to see on tape when you look back at it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that I loved watching, when just looking back and just seeing how much better I've gotten from my rookie year. But really, I think it's just feeling comfortable with the staff, and just having the coaches be there with us throughout the whole season, and never feeling like any of them doubted us.
Obviously we're talking draft a lot, and the fans are talking draft. Have you looked at any of these guys that the Browns could take at number one? I mean, like Myles Garrett or Jonathan Allen?
There's some great guys, and I'm all for D-line, and so if they want to help out the D-line, go right ahead, because we got a bunch of great guys, and I just know that those guys will make us even better.
Yeah. We do have, obviously, pass rush is an area that the defense could improve from last year.
Right. And I think that, with this new defensive staff, I feel like they'll put us in the the position that we want to be in, the position that will put us in the best opportunity to be successful. So I'm excited.
Will you kind of lobby with Hugh or Greg and say, hey, go get one of those guys?
I don't like to bother them too much, because those guys, I can tell they're getting stressed out, and it's getting to a point where it's overwhelming with the Senior Bowl and then Combine and then NFL Draft. But I mean, just seeing them every once in a while, and just saying hey, and I don't really get a chance to ask about the draft, but just seeing those guys and trying to get them away from football is good.
You mentioned the staff.
Wrap it up, guys.
The staff helped you so much last year. Is it frustrating at all that you got a whole new staff again on the defensive side of the ball?
There is a frustrating side, but at the same time, it's part of the business, and so it's nothing new to me. I mean, in college, I kind of faced the same thing, having a new defensive staff, and I'm just looking forward to moving beyond this last season.
Hey, when you say moving beyond it, I mean, are you totally over 1-15? Do you let it sit with you for a while? How do you kind of process it now?
Really, just throwing it away. I mean, we had some good tape some games, and then we had some horrible tape some games, and really just taking that and putting it on our shoulders and using it as motivation.
Cool.